Hi everybody. So it is Littlebucks' second birthday today, and I'm curious to see whether there will be anything in the media, and if so, what. Lily's first birthday was supposedly spent at Frogmore Cottage. I'm saying supposedly because to date I have not heard of anyone who actually physically saw the children at Frogmore in London, in England, at the time. No one saw them get on or off any plane, not in England or back in the United States. There are, however, issues with the photographs published. I proved to you that the background of the photographs meant nothing by placing little Lily in the blue dress in my daughter in Canada's garden with a simple app on my phone. However, it is looking at the two photographs presented as Lily where I have the biggest issue. The little girl in the blue dress with reddish hair looks like a 1 year old. The child on Megan's hip does not. There is a relatively big change in body proportions between the ages of 1 and 2. Instead of the rounded belly and relatively short arms and legs suited for crawling, the kitties start to trim down partially because of increased activity. And by the age of 2, they are starting to look a little more like toddlers or preschoolers than babies. And that for me is the biggest significance. Not only does the child in the blue dress have red hair and the one on Megan's hip not, but the one in the blue dress looks like a 1 year old baby and the one on Megan's hip like a 2 year old toddler. We again see the supposed little bucks in the Netflix documentary, and particularly the scene with them in the vegetable garden is significant as far as I'm concerned. It is a fact that filming on the Netflix mockumentary ended in August, and although I do not know exactly on which day the film last shot, I'm going to be lenient and assume that they shot the last scene in the last week of August, meaning that at the time little Bucks could not have been more than 14.5 months old. The average height difference between a 1 year old and a 2 year old is just about 6 or 7 centimeters, but the look or appearance of the body and limbs are remarkably different. And I've now watched video after video after video to remind myself what the body and movement of a 1 year old looks like compared to that of a 2 year old. And I can tell you with relative confidence that the child in the video is at least 18 months old, based on the confidence of her movements and appearance of her body and limbs. I've also tried to screenshot as many stills as I could from the mockumentary and also using the few photographs which were released since. And I find it very hard to reconcile all the photographs to one child. In my opinion, what we saw was at least two children. Maybe one of them is the real Lily. Maybe they are both actors. I don't know. But one or two of the pictures actually looks a lot like August Brooksbank, if you ask me. In the mockumentary, Harry said in so many words that Lily had golden hair and blue eyes. Well, in most of the pictures, her hair looks dark brown. There are indeed a few with lighter hair, but those do not look like the same child. The child with the lighter hair looks older, taller, and skinnier than the one with the darker hair. I'm going to play you a few comparisons just to illustrate what I mean. Okay, now there are a lot more finer details and observations which I received from some of you, but you know what? It is time we pull all of this together in a few simple sentences. Firstly, there is no legitimate proof of life for either child signed by one or more doctors. Both children's birth certificates, the ones we saw, are questionable. The children's appearance in photographs don't always match, and neither do the multiple stories of their achievements, like Archie's first word being crocodile and Lily giving her first steps at 10 months, then again giving her first steps at 12 months, 14 months, etc. And neither do their whereabouts actually match. We don't see them out and about doing normal things with their parents. The supposed parents are all over the place, flying here, flying there, going on date nights, attending award ceremonies, making mockumentaries and podcasts, and staying over in hotels and bungalows, etc., etc. Now tell me this, if those children are in their custody 24/7, who is giving them love and attention? The nanny, Uncle Marcus, Auntie Ashley, or voodoo Grandma Doria? The other major issue concerns the royal family. I cannot tell you how many times I heard that the fact that adopted and surrogate children cannot be in the line of succession is old-fashioned and outdated. However, in the case of the royal family, it is not about being modern or old-fashioned or old-fashioned. It is about protecting the monarchy and protecting Britain. You cannot change a law or a constitution and apply it selectively. So, if, say, King Charles III should go ahead and change the laws of succession, he will be opening the door for any child he and his brothers may have fathered out of wedlock to lawfully insist on a paternity test, and if positive, take his or her place in the line of succession, because you allow one adopted or illegitimate child into the line of succession, and you will have to allow all the others. And remember, I think it was Prince Edward who joked once and said, if you remove all the illegitimate children from the line of succession, it will be a rather short list. But, it could also become a much longer one. The thing is that the British royal family exists and continue to exist because of the people. The monarchy is a constitutional monarchy, not an absolute one. This monarchy can indeed be voted out, and the biggest and main reason why the monarchy could potentially be voted out is if the people should find that the main players cannot be trusted. I heard a story that King Charles III knows full well that the children were born of a surrogate, yet he allows the children to have titles and be in the line of succession because in his mind it does not matter, because as sixth and seventh in the line of succession, he feels they will never come close to the throne, and therefore it is less trouble to just let it be. Now, is that indeed true? I don't know, but it is certainly very possible. However, what he refuses to understand is that for as long as these questions remain unanswered, his own credibility will continue to be questioned. His weakness when it comes to facing and dealing with legitimate, immediate, and serious issues will be on display for all to see. And lastly, that this issue will not just go away if he continues to ignore it. Okay, guys and girls, that's it for now. At some point, when there is more time, likely during the July school holidays, I'll cut and re-edit this video and put it together in one sort of documentary or mockumentary, if you will. I'll also add the things I left out or forgot about, and I will post this one mockumentary for all of us for future reference. Okay, so my dear friends, please take good care of yourselves until we meet again on the next one. Bye.